Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Chris Paul steadies Warriors in return, Keys went off bench. Golden State Warriors guard Chris Paul pointed twice during a possession late in the third quarter of Tuesday's win over the Washington Wizards, directing his teammates where to go. In response, Klay Thompson slowly walked to the left side of the three-point arc while Jonathan Kuminga quickly came in to set a screen. As the defenders came off the screen, they both stuck with Thompson on the perimeter, leaving a wide-open lane for Kuminga. Paul lobbed the ball up for the third-year forward, who completed the alley-oop. "That's what Chris does," Warriors coach Steve Kerr said. "He gets you organized, he gets you good looks. All season long, he's been such a high performer. All of our best lineups, it seems like he's in them." In his first game back after missing the past 21 with a left-hand fracture that required surgery to repair, Paul provided the Warriors with more of a steadying presence in their second unit. It's not that their bench has been unstable over the past month, quite the contrary, as the Warriors have put together their most cohesive stretch of basketball this season. But his return gives that group a reliable and veteran ball handler and playmaker. In his 22 minutes, Paul finished with 9 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 4 steals, and a +17 net rating. "It just felt really nice to get out there and play again," Paul said. "It's tough. It's been a grind. This is my 5th hand surgery, so I'm probably just more grateful to all of the people who helped me get back to the court." Kerr pinpointed the way the Warriors closed the third quarter, finishing the last 5 minutes on a 16-4 run, topped off by Paul's alley-oop to Kuminga. "He's always in control of the game," Kerr said. "We just handle things better with Chris. Just such a great point guard. He always knows exactly what's happening in the game and what's needed from him." Before Paul's injury, the Warriors' rotation was in disarray. There was no 5-man group Kerr could depend on to play solid minutes. Draymond Green's indefinite suspension, followed by Paul's fractured hand and Gary Payton II's 2 leg injuries, only made it more chaotic. But since Green's return, the Warriors have steadied. Adding Payton back had an immediate impact. And now, they hope Paul's return will be the final piece of the puzzle. "It's just one game," Paul said. "We still got a lot of work to do, as a team and as a unit. We have so much depth and so many different ways we can play, it could take us a little while to figure it out. But obviously, we will, and win at the same time." On Wednesday, the Warriors still weren't whole as they were missing Andrew Wiggins to a personal family matter. Moses Moody started in his place. But Golden State did get a first glimpse of its new second-unit backcourt of Thompson and Paul. This is the first time in Paul's 19-year career and Thompson's 12-year career that either player is coming off the bench. Thompson, who came off the bench for the 5th consecutive game, scored 25 points on 9 of 16 shooting. He has scored in double digits in 7 of his past 8 games. The Warriors' bench outscored Washington's 59-15. "You've got 2 Hall of Famers in the backcourt coming off of the bench, that is such a rare feat," Thompson said. "We take pride in that. It just makes our team that much more dangerous, and it's something to build off of. We still have another level to get to, and it's going to take everybody's best effort." In addition to creating a potentially lethal combination with Thompson, the Warriors were hopeful that Paul would be able to play all of the non-Stephen Curry minutes, taking some of the pressure off Curry and perhaps giving him more opportunity to rest. They also wanted to get Curry off the ball more when they shared the court. Against the Wizards, Curry finished with 18 points on 4 of 16 shooting. That's after he went scoreless in the first half, the first time he failed to register a point in any half this season. "We've got a really good group of guys on this team and you're going to need different things every night," Paul said. "One thing about me, though, I know who I am and what I am capable of. There ain't no question about that. I will always be ready." Kerr not surprised Moody stepped up in Wiggins' absence versus Wizards. Moses Moody delivered in his first Warriors start since December 2, 2023. With Andrew Wiggins unavailable to face the Washington Wizards on Tuesday due to personal reasons, Steve Kerr opted to start Moody, who finished with 12 points from the floor while adding 3 rebounds and an assist in Golden State's 123-112 win at Capital One Arena. Speaking to reporters after the road victory, Kerr was of high praise for the 21-year-old's character and performance in a game where Golden State role players served a pivotal role. "I loved what Moses did," Kerr told reporters. "It didn't surprise me at all. He's such a pro. He's such a great, young guy, just so high character." Despite season-long clamoring on Moody's lack of participation in Kerr's system, the Warriors forward responded with sound two-way play, which proved to be additionally beneficial on a night Steph Curry struggled from the floor. To put him in the starting lineup and to have him come out and play the way he did, Kerr added, "It didn't surprise me because it's kind of what he does. He reminds me a lot of Kevin Looney. He's very quiet but professional, does his work and always stays ready." Perhaps no play embodied Moody's effectiveness in the nation's capital more than his defensive hustle with less than 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, which was one of many contributions that impressed Kerr. "That was a big play," Kerr said about Moody's behind-the-back defensive recovery. "He chased down that long pass and threw it behind him and threw it all the way out. That was the key, throwing it out to half-court and not throwing it under the basket, which is dangerous. I thought Moses just had several puzzle plays." Moody can consider his first start of the calendar year a well-earned success. Klay Thompson's career is drawing to a close. Klay Thompson has recently been moved to the Golden State Warriors bench. He has struggled in Steve Kerr's starting lineup this season. Thompson no longer boasts the burst that made him a fearsome off-ball scorer. 2 major injuries have sped up his age-related decline. Still, Thompson is expected to re-sign with the Warriors this summer. It may be a shorter deal than people initially expected, though. During a recent interview with The Athletic's Sam Amick, Thompson admitted that the end of his career is on the horizon. "I would love to be a Warrior for life," Thompson said. "Whatever happens though, I've got a few more years to play this game, so I'm gonna enjoy every second. I realize that I see light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm not sure if I want to play until I'm 40, man. That sounds really exhausting." Thompson, 34, likely has 2 or 3 seasons left in the league. If he continues to decline, that time frame could be shorter. This season, he's averaging 17.1 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 2.2 assists. He's shooting 41.8% from the field and 37.2% from three-point range. In fairness, he has looked vastly improved as part of Golden State's second unit. He could carve out a reliable role as a bench scorer. Yet, Thompson's time as a starter is likely over, or at least it won't last much longer. Nevertheless, he will go down in history as one of the best marksmen the NBA has ever seen. He won't be a player that stays in the league until their late 30s. Instead, he will likely target one more championship run. His aging teammates may or may not be up to that task. After a career that's been enshrined in success, Thompson deserves to bow out on his terms. Another contract will undoubtedly be offered. The duration of that deal will likely tell us everything we need to know about his future in the NBA. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation, Klay Thompson? Leave your opinion in the comments.